Hey loves, it's Brianna. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a summer makeup tutorial. This is a look I'm going to be doing a ton this summer for weddings, for date nights. This could also be worn every single day if you just want a more dolled up, pretty, bronzy, summery glow makeup look. But before we get started, if you're new here, I would love to have you click that subscribe button and join the fun community that we have on this channel. I do a lot of lifestyle videos, mom videos, I have 2 little ones, and some fun cleaning and organizing videos. But everything I make is to make you feel empowered, brighten your day, and make your life better. So I truly hope you click that subscribe button and stick around. I'll be posting Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m. all summer. If for some reason that ever changes, I will let you know on my Instagram and Twitter. So make sure you're following me along on those socials as well. But let's get started on this summer makeup routine. All right, so before we get started, just want you to know all of the products that I use in today's video would be listed down in the description box below so that you can see them and have links to them. And as always, really appreciate if you do end up using my links to make a purchase. But I'm starting with the Freshly Washed Face. I use the Formula 10.0.6 face wash and the Stay Matte Moisturizer because I have, I'd say combination skin, but rather on the oily side combination skin because I'm Italian, Sicilian. I just found out on my Ancestry.com. But I love using Bare Minerals for my face. I feel like whether you have combination, dry, or oily skin, they actually make really good products if you are prone to any type of breakouts. And I would get really bad breakouts when I use any sort of drugstore foundations, or even some other high-end like MAC foundation actually really has made me break out bad in the past, like really clog my pores. So I like using my Bare Minerals. And this Bare Pro Performance Wear Liquid Foundation, I'm using it in the shade Natural 11, but I have just found that this still covers my skin, but doesn't completely cover it where it looks like I have caked on makeup, which is why I really like it. And I use their Perfecting Face brush to apply this. And in the summer, since this is a summer makeup routine, I love using the Bare Skin Sheer Sun. It's a very like serum bronzer, and to me, it doesn't like give you a fake tan, but it just sort of really enhances, and I can be pretty liberal with this too. Like if I want to look super glowy, which I do for this look, I add quite a few drops. I'd say like 5 or 6 drops to my foundation. It can also just be good because in the summer, since you might be getting sun exposure, even though I really hope you use that SPF to try to prevent those wrinkles and have, you know, 0 sun damage, that's so important. Your face might get a little darker, so it's kind of a nice way, I think, to just make your foundation work all summer long if you do happen to get a little bit of sun on your face. And in the past, I've tried to use my makeup using the viewfinder. I have a mirror though, so that's why I might be like turning back and forth to do my makeup in this video. But I hope you guys like that it's gonna be a chatty one, because sometimes I've made these where I kind of do my voice over the footage and speed things up, but you're gonna do my makeup with me in real time. And I'm honestly just like more wanting to chit chat with you guys than trying to do this speedy. I have done a 5-minute mommy makeup routine video in the past. So if you wanna check that out, I think it was like a 4-minute, honestly, way to do my makeup when I just need to get ready quickly, as any mom or any busy woman on the go needs to do their makeup quickly sometimes. But this one today, I more want to just chat with you guys. Yeah, and since this is a summer makeup routine video, let me know in the comments, do you have any fun summer plans, any vacations, anything you're doing that's fun? I know we've got some fun vacations coming up this summer and also into the fall. I'll tell you guys more about them in some later videos. But it's no secret, I've talked about that we're doing Disneyland this fall as sort of a reward for Landon being potty trained, and it's also gonna be our annual trip with my friend Tara, who's a YouTube mom, Tara Henderson, and her family. But okay, as you can see, I kind of use this just to like blend it all over my skin. It doesn't like really cover your face, so if you're looking for a full face foundation, that one's just not going to be for you. But I like Bare Minerals for that because I feel like it brings out your natural beauty of your skin, doesn't make my face break out. So that is step one. I've used this in other videos, but I use the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer. But to kind of add to this for summer, this is a new product they had. It's called Stroke of Light. It's an eye brightener. Because I do just notice, since this is supposed to be a little bit lighter under your under eyes, like to again cover up those dark circles, which especially as a mama or anyone who's just not getting enough sleep, you likely have dark circles you need to cover up. So this is really good for that. But I love the fact that this then sort of brightens it and goes with a more tanner, glowy look. You guys will kind of see what I mean when I put this on. And I don't use a ton. I think I've seen in other makeup routine videos, some people really load a ton on. I don't, that's just my personal preference, because I feel like when I do that, it can look really cakey under my eye, and like my other eye makeup sometimes can sort of stick to it. So I just basically want to get so that my little dark lines there are covered. I'll blend this all in, don't worry. But then I'm gonna use that Stroke of Light. The shade I have in this is Luminous 3, and the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Concealer. Again, I'll have all of this in the description box too. It's in the shade Light. So this one is Light, and this is in Luminous 3. And I just kind of put that over it. And then I'm going to use, this is the Luxe Performance Bare Minerals brush. And this is how I blend that in then under my eyes. And then sort of my cheat, because I've never invested in eyeshadow primer. It's not that I like think it's not worthy of an investment, especially if you want like really pretty eyeshadow looks. I just don't necessarily do like heavy duty eyeshadows ever. I always just bring what's on my brush up to my eyelids and blend that in so that any, you know, veins on my lids are sort of covered. And to me, this sort of does the trick, because the whole point of an eyeshadow primer is so that your eyeshadow has a base to stick to. And so this kind of then gives that extra base on my lids for my eyeshadow to stick to. And I'll kind of just, because it's concealer, I'll do like the bridge of my nose and this little area between my brows to sort of then have that extra highlight, and down that T-zone area. I would say you don't want to go super hard. You're not trying to like punch your face with this, but try to do like really light, almost as like vibration sort of a technique as you can when blending this in. And I feel like that just helps it look really, really natural. And then I always do an extra little finger press if I feel like I need to. And then to set all of this, I use my Bare Minerals Bare Pro powder in Natural number 11. It matches with that, what is it, the Bare Pro Performance Wear foundation. And I'm using the Beautiful Finish brush by Bare Minerals. It's like a really, almost like extra large kabuki brush, I believe it's called. But it's super, super soft, and to me it just blends in this powder so nicely. So I use a little bit of that, especially for my nose. Like if the Dago in me, I always have a really oily nose. It's like this T-zone area, it's the most oily. And then this kind of then helps set that under eye concealer. And so yeah, I'll just blend this all the way down. All right, foundation done. Time for some fun summer glowiness. So I'm gonna use the NARS. This is in the Orgasm. It's the Liquid Illuminator Blush. And I kind of do some extra steps for summer because I really love a pretty sun-kissed, very glowy sort of a look. But you can see on my brush right here, I'm gonna do like a dab, like that amount. And kind of that same, like I'm gonna kind of dot this on. With that same like vibrate and then sort of like blend. So vibrate, blend, vibrate, blend. I think I need a little bit more on that side. I do. There, that looks more even. And I always do like a duck face when I do this. Oh, and I just got my period, so I can see I've got like a little spot on my cheek there. So annoying. It was crazy. I was like, if you were watching my vlogs, I was 11 days late. So I was like taking all of these pregnancy tests, and yeah, I'm like, we're not really sure if we're ready yet for baby number 3. I would be more on board with it, but Adam is still really considering it, so it's kind of crazy. This is some MAC blush that was like a special. It was called Cosmic. I can't even read it anymore. It literally like has worn off. I don't even know how many years ago I got this, but it is my favorite blush. And I'm just gonna keep using it, and I'm gonna try to find something as similar as I possibly can online for you guys. But I love this. So sorry, this is one thing that I don't have for you guys to get anymore. So sorry, yeah, duck face again when I'm putting this on. But I just really like the illuminator to go underneath the blush, because I think it just makes it like look so much better for summer, and you just get a much dewier look, which I feel like is really in the summer. Because let's face it, you're outside, it's hot, you like have a little bit of a natural glow and shine anyways. And so I feel like this is a great way to just enhance that natural summer glow. And guys, I love this. It's totally an investment, but I think really worth it. It has lasted me so long. This Too Faced Cocoa Contour, it's called Chiseled to Perfection. It's a face contouring kit. I have it in the shade medium to deep. I believe they have a light to medium one as well if you have a bit fairer skin. But I love this contour kit. You can see I definitely use the 2 darker shades the most, especially for this summer look. But I love the cocoa butter for doing some contouring. So I'm gonna take the Deep Mocha, and it comes with this nice little angled brush. And my trick is I kind of pinch the brush as I put it into the palette so that it picks up a lot of powder. And I keep this pinch when I apply it. So I'm gonna do the duck face again and kind of swipe up underneath then this blush line so that I'm really accenting my cheekbones and having that like tanned, very contoured sort of a cheek. All right, so you see that? It gives you like that super contour, but we're not gonna leave it like this. And actually I'm going to use, this is Style Mom XO's brushes. This is the flat kabuki. And here, I'll kind of show you. She partnered up with Sigma, so I'm using her brushes. If you're not following Kimberly, her name on YouTube is Style Mom XO, you should. But I love this as a blending brush. It's super, super smooth. The bristles are really, really tight together. And I'm just gonna use this to blend it out so it doesn't look as like crazy. But you can see it just kind of see side to side, like that cheekbone looks really poppin', and like that one's pretty, but it's not like as defined then. But we'll do the other side now to even them out. And here, I'll show you fast before I do that. I'm gonna use then the cocoa butter, which is the lighter one, and use the same like kabuki. I'm not gonna pinch it this time though. And then I'm actually gonna do like right above my jawline here, so then it really then helps accentuate your cheekbone more. All right, time for the other side. And then using that kabuki to blend it up nice. And same thing, the cocoa butter beneath it. And I didn't mention, this like smells like chocolate. It's amazing. So that's why I say it's like really fun to invest in, because one, it makes really nice contouring, but it smells really, really good on your face too. The cheeks are nice and bronzed and glowy and contoured for this summer look. The only other thing I want to do, because this is a summer look and I want to look super bronzy, is I'm going to take the Deep Mocha and the Medium Mocha and get my jawline, my neck, so that it looks super tan and matches my self tanner that I put on, and do around my hairline too, because that's where naturally you would look a bit darker if you were out in the sun, but I'm not gonna lie, especially since turning 30, but even in my 20s, I've been like fake tan all the way. Like I want to keep my skin as young as possible, like no fake tanning beds, no tanning outside. Like I'll do it with makeup and fake tanner if I wanna look like I've been outside baking on a beach all day. Okay, so doing this jawline. But yeah, okay, so while I do this, cause I feel like I kind of just like stopped in the middle there of being like 11 days late and all of these pregnancy tests and having baby number 3, because I feel like even when I do Q&As, that's the biggest question we get asked. And I think if you ask me right now my ideal family size, I would want 4 kids. I love being a mom. I love having babies. I feel like I've been really blessed in both of my pregnancies. And I mean, I've even debated like, oh, could I be a surrogate for someone? Which never say never, but like I think it would be so hard giving the baby to that family at the end, even though I would like know, and I think like mentally I have to go through like you're doing something really good. But I really do, I enjoy pregnancy so much. I think feeling the baby kick and just knowing that you're like bringing a life into this world, there's just something, it is magic and the closest thing to like heaven on earth, the true experience of like when you push that baby out and have it in your arms, that like to me just solidified my faith that like God is real. There is no denying it. Going through the entire pregnancy and birth process. So in other words, I would love to have more kids. I'm not sure if my husband is on board with it yet, but we'll see. But we thought maybe that God made that decision for us this month, even though we were obviously being careful, but there's always that slim chance that, you know, whatever kind of birth control you're using isn't going to work. But I think it was just a lot of stress that I've had this month too, that just kind of delayed my cycle. And it's also only my 3rd cycle after having Presley. So I think maybe my hormones are just trying to like get back to normal too, but meanwhile, I've still got this nice little spot to show for it. All right, contouring and stuff is done. We're gonna move on. The only last thing I'm gonna add is this Too Faced. I'm absolutely obsessed with this. It's their Diamond Illuminator. And really, you do not have to use a lot for this. It's very iridescent and really, really pretty. And I'm only using it to like highlight the very tippy tops of my cheekbones. But I get asked all of the time, isn't that gorgeous? Like, it kind of almost looks like Fairy or Victoria's Secret angel. I feel like when I wear this, but in any picture where I have this on, people are always asking what kind of illuminator I'm using. So again, these are investments, but to me they last a really long time and they're a really great product. So you can decide for yourself if you want to make the investment. Sorry, my lips are feeling chapped and I usually do them last, but I'm just gonna do them because they feel chapped. So we're going to. All right, I'm gonna use this NYX lip liner in Nude Pink. And I don't overline my lips. It's hard to talk when you're doing this. Could I be like a ventriloquist? Yeah, I just kind of use this and then the baby lips to like keep my lips from being chapped, smooth them out a little bit, and kind of just like, this to me really matches my natural lip color, so I just like to put that on to kind of enhance it. And there's 2 lip colors I wanted to share with you, because I think it depends whether you're like a sparkly girl or not, which one you might want to use, because they're very similar in shade. They're both by NYX, they're the lingerie line. This one is called Spirit, the sparkly one is called Spirit, and the not sparkly one is called Euro Trash, which has me laughing so hard because after we did the Ancestry thing and basically Euro Trash and like a bit Melanesian, which was the surprise one. But I'm gonna use the sparkly one because I want it to be really glowy, but the Euro Trash is actually a really pretty like nude colored gloss that I would recommend too. And these are not expensive, and usually Ulta has like deals on these all the time of like buy one, get one 50% off. So that's I think why I picked these up, because I was like, oh, I can pick 2. Okay. But I like this one. I feel like it is just a very pretty shimmery nude for summer. I feel like this one is one I'll definitely wear. We have an upcoming wedding that I think I'm gonna like do this entire look for. And I think this is a really pretty one because I have a pair of rose gold heels I ordered. It sort of has that nude rose gold sort of a tinge to it. So I feel like this will be pretty like that. And the one thing I've been doing lately that I really love, I forget which Real Housewife it was that was talking about this, but one of the Real Housewives said people have asked if she's gotten lip injections. It's called Lip Injection Glossy by Too Faced. I don't know if there's a color for this one or if this one is just called Glossy. It's not like written on it anywhere. I don't know, it's the purpley colored one. But I'm just gonna put this over it. It really doesn't change the color even though it's like a purple looking shade, but it does start stinging and like plump up your lips. And see, maybe it's a good thing I'm doing this now because you can kind of see how they like look after a little bit because it takes a few minutes. But yeah, this kind of just like, you can feel them stinging a little bit and I feel like it makes your lips look a little plumper. I'm gonna use, I'm sorry, this is gonna like shine right at the camera. I'm gonna use the Chocolate Gold by Too Faced palette. This is another investment piece, but I love the shades in this palette for summer. And sorry, there's like a mirror so that you can see the shades. I'm gonna cover it up. Aren't those gorgeous though? They like have a ton of just bronzy and gold and rose gold colors for summer. I just feel like they're really, like this entire palette is perfect for doing a golden, bronzy summer look. And like nice for some just like shimmery neutrals if you just want to be like neutral browns, but like very still shimmery and sparkly and fun. I'm going to use just a regular eyeshadow brush and I'm just going to do like a really neutral base. So I'm going to do the Rolling in the Dough, which is the lightest one. I like this for putting sparkly stuff over a lighter colored eyeshadow because then I just think the sparkle shows up better than if you did, like you could do this so bougie if you didn't want it to maybe look as intense, but I want it to look a little bit more purposefully sparkly for this look. Okay. Sorry guys, I was so chatty. My camera battery just died there. But all right, so I have that Rolling in Dough all over my lids and like up to my eyebrows. And now I'm going to do the color for in my crease, and I'm gonna use the same eyebrow brush. And for this look, I'm going to do the gold dipped. I just want this to be like a true gold summer look. So I'm gonna put that on my creases. Here, I don't know if you can kind of see. I just feel like it shows up better when you have that lighter color underneath it. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of the Famous, which is like a slightly bronzier looking gold over this too, to just really bring out those gold bronzy looks. But I think what I love most about this like summer makeup look, since it is pretty neutral, just very shimmery, this could be worn to the beach, it could be worn to a party, it could be worn on a date, it could be worn with a ton of different colors. You could wear this with whites or blacks and it would look really pretty, or you could wear it with turquoises or hot pinks or yellows and it all just goes. Like, it is a very fun, pretty, neutral, but bronzy, shimmery, sort of a summer makeup look. All right, moving on to eyeliner. I'm gonna be using my Too Faced. This is a sketch marker. I'm using the black color. And I'm just going to line my lower lashes here. On my upper lashes, I do have lash extensions. By the way, if you're in the Cleveland area, I'll have the information for where I get mine done. If you say that Brianna K referred you, my lash queen, she's the lash queen of Cleveland, Victoria, she will give you 20% off of your lash extensions if you want to try them. And I've been going to her since like before I had Landon. So she truly is the lash queen. But I'm just going to do the little like winged out look on the top here and use an eyeliner brush to actually fill in than eyeliner on the top, just because it makes it easier to kind of take off makeup on my upper lashes, because I have lash extensions. Why can't I say that word today? Since I have lash extensions, I try to avoid lining the top just because that's harder to take off than powder. I can use a Q-tip and kind of with wet water get the powder off really easier, but this actually stays on pretty well. So I just try to be really careful when I'm washing my face or taking off my makeup to not kind of brush on my lashes, because I want to be able to go as long as I can in between fills, because I usually wait like 3, sometimes try to push it 4 weeks until I have to go back for a fill. But yeah, that's kind of the method to my madness. So on the top, I want to do this Decadent that's black. Again, that's why I like love this palette, because it has these great shades. And I'm just going to use my eyeliner brush and kind of draw in like black liner on my top lids. Guys, in chatting, I didn't draw a wing on this side. What am I doing over here? It's okay, this doesn't have to be done in that order, but. Right. I have wings on both sides now. And now I'm gonna use that same eyeliner brush, and I'm gonna use this Holler for $1. It's a really pretty, almost hazily green. I feel like it matches my eye color a little bit. So I'm gonna use that on my lowers and just kind of go over, but draw it out a little bit more on my lower lash line. And because of my lash extensions, I don't use mascara on my top lashes unless it's been like way too long in between a fill and I need one, and I know I'm going to get like a fill that week or something, and I like really need my lashes to look good, I might put mascara on, but I try to never put mascara on my top lashes, because again, like when you can wash them and you can get them wet in the shower and all of that, as long as you wait like 48 hours after they're initially put on, but it just kind of makes them not last as long if you're rubbing on them or anything like that. So I just try to avoid that completely. I'll try to show you a little closer, like how the eyes then turned out. You can kind of see the lids there, and then on the lower, that's just like a really pretty color. And I'm gonna use, this is my Clinique. I've used it so much that the label has gone off. It's in extreme black though, and again, I'll have it linked in the description box so you know exactly which one it is. And I'm just putting this on my lower lashes. But I have to say, even before I got lash extensions, I use this mascara. It's really good. It makes your lashes look very black, very voluminous, and very long. So it is good mascara. And I would always try to go during like the Clinique bonus time and just buy 2 of these, because if you buy 2, like then you'd qualify for the bonus. So that's how I would usually buy these. When I just like needed them more often for doing upper lashes, but like now I can go so far in between since I'm just doing my lower lashes. All right, and the final thing that I'm going to do here is use my IT Build-A-Brow. I use this in the shade Universal Taupe. I don't have naturally thick brows, like to be honest. It's one of those things where I'm always like, should I go get them microbladed? I go back and forth on it. It kind of freaks me out to think about anything permanent, but I feel like this is the best possible product if you're trying to go for that, in combination with this Build-A-Brow brush. So this has 2 sides. There's a actual like thicker, or not thicker, but like tougher bristled brush, which is important because that's kind of how you can brush it out to make it look like it's actual lash lines. And then also this like side, it's like this angled, but it's probably really hard to see, but it kind of draws this on really nicely. And this is a waterproof like cream gel stain, is what it's called. So I feel like it stays on really well even when I'm like swimming in a pool, so you don't have to worry about in the summertime if you're going to the ocean or whatever, unless you really rub on it, it's not going to come off. Yeah, that's like, I kind of go back and forth because I really only ever pluck like right here. I don't have to pluck or like get them waxed or anything like that. So I don't know, I've just never had really thick eyebrows, whereas like my sister has really nice thick ones that she can like shape and do cool stuff with. But all I kind of do is just try to like make what I have just look darker, because I feel like that looks super finished. So that's why I'm like afraid of microblading, because I think they go like very outside of your actual eyebrows, and I've just never had that look. So I just don't know if it would work for me. And since it's like pretty permanent, it kind of scares me that if I didn't like it. But I don't know, you guys can tell me what you think. if maybe you have like similar brows to me and you've done it, let me know if like it's something that you're like, oh yeah, I definitely like need to do this. Or maybe I could just start out small of kind of like making what I have look darker and like slowly go a little bit more. But yeah, I just kind of like brush my brows up and then we'll brush this in. Again, just kind of sticking to the brows I have to use this to really fill them in. And that's why I like that universal taupe shade too, because to me, it doesn't like make them look like, oh, I have crazy now like black eyebrows or something like that. But are pretty natural looking. But here, I'll kind of show you. I just kind of brush them up like that, and that's it. And I don't know if you can tell, I feel like my lips are totally tingling and stinging right now from this lip injection stuff. But I feel like it just kind of helps plump them up a little bit. All right, you know, doing the froof. Is that what it's called, froof? All right, so this is the finished look. If you like this summer makeup tutorial, click that thumbs up button. And again, if you are new, I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. I have a ton of fun summer videos in the works. I do a lot of mommy and lifestyle and cleaning and organizing on this channel, so it's a lot of fun videos that hopefully you can use to feel empowered and to make your life better. And I hope you have a great summer. Again, I can't wait to read the comments and hear about your summer plans and what you're up to over the next couple of months. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye, loves.
To a melody played on the string.